The Quick Diz Takes podcast is a Quick Diz Takes production.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner.
Oh boy. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Quick Diz podcast, episode number 72?
73.
73. I'm your host, Tim LeBeau, alongside Miss Sarah Castano
Hey, howdy, hey.
and the man of many names, except for Jonathan, I learned last week, Mr. John Castano.
Hello.
Please like, share, and subscribe with friends. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. We are going to try with all our might this week to do a sort of like live version, even though it's not live, because we are going to start going live, I think. This is what I'm thinking. Next week or very soon anyway. Hopefully next week, we'll see. And so when we do so, I feel like, we need to get this down, because we are just so used to doing what we want and then just shuffling things out afterwards. Not that we say horrible things, Sarah, but I'm joking, sort of. And so, yeah, so this is going to be kind of like our test run here. And Steven, unfortunately, will not be with us tonight. He is enjoying whatever this evening's WWE event is. But here we are, and we're going to continue with these discussions, kind of old versus new of things that still exist in the parks. Last week, we hit upon the World Showcase. We also hit upon the Backlot Tour the week before. And this week, we're going to get out of the parks for one day, which is definitely my daughter's non-favorite thing to do. And we're going to talk a little about Disney Springs versus Pleasure Island / Downtown Disney of the Michael Eisner age. Let's go around first and get our opinions very quickly, on what version we like better. Johnny, what version do you find better?
I guess I like the version. I like the version now, I guess, better, but it's tough to compare because I wasn't of age to enjoy in alcoholic beverages and those bars and clubs or whatever type things. So it's tough to compare to that, but even just looking at like old maps and stuff, like it's just so much bigger now, and there's more to there's more to do, there's more to experience. And then you can kind of, I would say now, with your vacations, you can almost use Disney Springs, a non-park day. You can get a whole day out of it instead of the half day kind of night, more towards half afternoon to night thing that it used to be. Now you can kind of get a whole day out of it.
All right, Sarah, we'll move over to you.
So I actually prefer the original Downtown Disney, and not like the super original, but the original from when I was younger. I prefer that sense to the Disney Springs now. I think it's cool what they have now, but I feel like there's definitely this huge, change in theming. Like the new section that they added when they redid it to the Springs, I feel reminds me of when you get off a cruise ship, like a Caribbean port of call, and you have like those, like the clay rounded tops, and it just reminds me of something that would seem like out of a Caribbean port of call when you stop in on an excursion or something. The shops are cool. I do like the addition of some of the restaurants. They are really cool. But for me, downtown Disney, I mean, it'll always be downtown Disney, but it's an extension of the parks. You continue the theming throughout the shopping center, which I feel like you said, Michael Eisner era was the whole point of it, was to extend that theming into keeping you on the property longer and within the Disney bubble. And when you're in the springs, you kind of lose that bubble. It's more of a high-end shopping plaza and not so much that feel of Disney that Eisner was trying to hold on to. So I do like the new one. It will always be downtown, and it will always be my favorite. It will be like where World of Disney, the Daily Poutine, like all like that area. That's my jam.
I am going to go ahead and agree with you. I don't want to poo-poo on Johnny's opinion or anybody else's opinion on this, but the one thing I don't like about kind of the new version is good. I mean, neither of them are bad, but I guess I kind of feel like I kind of get like that little bit of that Rentham feel.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what Rentham is, it's,
Premium outlets.
Premium outlets. So anyone, whatever your local premium outlet is, that kind of feel, when you go on that side. I feel like the old version of Downtown Disney was kind of an extension of Disney theming wise. I mean, there were bars with themes, the Adventures Bar. I don't know. It was like adult Disney, but it was like, but there's still used elements of the park in the sense of like trying to keep a theming going with, comedy bar and dance clubs and like everything kind of having associated with some type of theme, which is what Disney's, kind of known for. So yeah, I like that better. I would say probably the restaurants now though are probably better in Disney Springs. I don't even know how many food offerings there even was early on. Johnny probably knows because he's got maps in front of him, but I definitely think there's more now, which is good.
2, 3, 4.
I mean, we ended up this past trip that we went on, we kind of deferred to our Disney travel agent because there are so many new things that are there. And I've been wanting to try the Edison. I think that just looks super cool. And it sounds like it'd be, a place I'd really enjoy. And we were directed to Wine Bar George, which for about 3 weeks, I kept calling Wine Boy George. So that was fun. It was good, like a little wine and tapas thing. I don't think we would have made a full, don't judge me.
You really want to hurt me?
Do you really want to make me cry? No. I don't think we could have made a full meal out of it just because we did have our kids with us and it wasn't really, our cup. It was good. We had a great view of Jock Lindsay's. We were right next to, is it Gideon's? That has the crazy big cookies. So we had an incredible view. We're outside on the, they have like a little balcony area. So it was very good what we did have. But there's just so many new offerings out there that we haven't tried yet just because we don't really do a full day at the Springs, but it is doable.
And of course, the other thing I would say is that when I went to Downtown Disney, I did not have a child and or a wife for that matter. And or at the time and or a girlfriend. So I went down with a couple of friends and it was perfect for us at the time because we had just turned 21 and there was this place where you basically showed your ID, got a bracelet. And if I'm not mistaken, it was open till 1:00 in the morning. That's my memory anyway. And then you could just go in there and mingle amongst the different bars, carry your drink from bar to bar. We actually got lucky. Chris Tucker just literally randomly showed up to the comedy club that night with unannounced and did a 30-minute or 40-minute stand up. It was just good. Every memory I have, it was really good. And I don't know. I don't know. I have to assume that it wouldn't be as, wouldn't work as well with the way things are set up there now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the idea of parents going out till 1:00 in the morning and getting hammered is not the great. And not that everyone did that, but I'm just saying, like, there was that kind of feel there. I believe they had a New Year's Eve countdown every night. There was as a matter of fact, they did. They had like a fake New Year's countdown every night when you were there at one time.
I mean, I was never. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, so they just definitely promoted partying. I mean,
I wasn't old enough to be able to partake in that, but I do remember like going through the springs. You were still able to go through that area and it looked very cool. Or thinking like, oh, I want to go here at some point when I'm old enough to do that. And I, as someone who even couldn't participate, I appreciated the fact that they had something for adults because Disney isn't just for kids and it isn't just for parents. You know, it's not just for families. There's that whole childless millennial thing that kind of came through a couple years ago. Like, it's not. And if you're in the Orlando area and you're just looking for something, like, why not? Why shouldn't Disney have something like that? Like, I understand, okay, they are promoting a partying atmosphere. However, I feel there is a time and a place for that. Not in the parks, but I feel the Springs or that would be the place for it.
Yeah, my gripe with the Springs is that, first of all, I agree with that. And so my gripe with the Springs kind of, when we were staying at Saratoga Springs that week, we had access to Disney Springs, like right there, obviously.
Yeah.
One of the perks of the resort. And so my aunt, my mom, myself, my wife, and my daughter were there. So there was a couple of times where, you know, one of the adults or two of the adults would be home with the kid in the room, and the rest of us would go out for a little while. But I felt like, you know, you're on vacation, so it felt like when you were just kind of ready to let loose a little, like sit down, relax, have a few more drinks, and like listen to a live acoustic guy or something. It was they're closed. They're not open to 1 anymore. Like 11 o'clock's kind of early for. I mean, people are on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, it's 11. You're like, all right. I guess that's that, and then you go back, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to do at that point. It's time to go back to your room. It's like everything's just shut down. End of story. I wish they would leave a few options maybe for that. A couple later options. I don't think 1 o'clock is like a crazy time. I mean, I think that's reasonable.
Especially thinking if you have reservations, a park reservation for Epcot the next day, Epcot doesn't open till 11. So
yeah, I mean, let you know, and people will figure it out for themselves anyway, as long as they just offer it. Is all I'm saying.
yeah.
Or it's your last night. You went to the parks all day. It's your last night.
Right.
You want to stay to 1 because your flight doesn't leave till noon. And you know what I mean? It's like a lot of things could be done there.
There's
Yeah.
options still.
And I think I don't know if City Walk may be kind of a later thing. I feel like City Walk is like a 1 a.m. thing, but I'm kind of assuming there.
I
Maybe-
feel like it
I see
is.
Johnny messing with his computer. Maybe he can confirm or deny that for me.
Johnny's
um,
loving the 2-screen setup over there.
Johnny's kind of like in the producer nook. That's what
This
I feel like.
says this says 10 p.m. City Walk.
What?
Wow.
Oh, maybe that's
I
COVID.
ultimately stand corrected. I thought
Wait, let me
I was
see.
under the impression City Walk was kind of like even like come
Uh,
on locals and party till 1
me
o'clock.
just-
kind of place.
Let me just make sure that's not California.
Not
Okay.
COVID, I have allergies.
God
Oh,
bless
okay.
you.
It's that might have been California. It says Universal. The operating hours is 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah, see, that's nice.
I think that was California, or
That's
that might
very
be.
nice. Now, that's a vacation. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm going to be hanging out 2 a.m. every morning.
Right.
Stumbling home, but maybe one night I might want to go out and have a couple drinks. Whatever. Option there is a nice option. And then last thing I guess I'll say too about this is this version of Disney Downtown Disney, now Disney Springs, feels very much like a Bob. Because I know it wasn't JPEG, but it feels like it's fitting in the direction that Disney's going in. Like everything's more corporate now. Come in, hey, come on vacation and spend, I don't know, $1,000, and I don't know if there's a Coach store. They got high end stores or whatever they are, and I guess people do.
And they have a Vera Bradley in the Springs. That is the only location. I don't remember. We just went this summer and I was looking at some of the merchandise, but I was talking to one of the women who worked there and she was saying after a certain point this year, I want to say maybe Thanksgiving, after that point, the only location where you can purchase your Disney Vera Bradley items will be at that store. You cannot purchase them online. You can no longer purchase them at regular Vera stores or Disney stores if you're lucky to live near one of the 25 that are left. The only place is that one location in the Springs.
See that's interesting to me. That almost makes me like that though, because then it's like, all right, well, there's that one unique. So there's an experience unique. I guess I could argue. Like for example, I like to wear Ralph Lauren. That's like kind of like what I like to wear when I'm not wearing just t-shirts. So if there were like a Ralph Lauren store there where it was only specific to like they licensed the Disney properties and it was like all designed around the characters and that's the only place I could get it, I think I might get a kick out of that. That makes sense. But to go just to another run of the mill store that I could see at any other outlet anywhere in America is more like, all right, you just fill in the space. You know what I mean?
As someone who purchases that Disney Bear, I could get it online. I could get it at Shop Disney,
Okay, I get it.
but I can't
That
get it
argument
there
too.
anymore.
Okay.
So at that point, do I like stock up while I'm there? Or do I go, how am I going to carry all this home in my suitcase? How much money am I dropping on vacation after I've already been,
yeah, I get it.
nickeled it? So it's,
You see the point I'm trying to make though. Like it's
yeah,
just-
no, I do. Yeah.
it's kind of it's a tough catch 22, I guess.
Right. You're making a little more exclusive and limiting your market
Yeah.
at the time. I feel like I should go into like business science or something.
I like the exclusivity of going there and having specifics because even a cool store experience can be
Yeah.
something worthwhile on a vacation. But if I can go and to a Banana Republic anywhere and then go there, I don't really see the appeal. Maybe for foreign visitors that might be good though. I don't know. I mean, there's something there that obviously I don't understand, but
I think like those type of things are appealing to the local people.
I was just gonna say that.
yeah, that
Like
too.
instead of them going to the Orlando outlets, well, I can go to Disney Springs and buy my Under Armour stuff, or I can buy my what is another like a Sephora. Why is there a Sephora? It's not nothing. Those are everywhere, but a local can just I can go there and then I can go. Then maybe I'll go eat at the Boathouse or something. They're getting you with I think that's geared towards locals.
You're making a day of it, yeah.
To me, and I know it's probably gonna sound funny because we all know there is a ton of this stuff, but what I'm about to say, but I feel like there's not enough. And there should be like a one store and I know World of Disney has some of it, but one store really dedicated to this where you go and it's a store and all the parks are in the store, right? And all the lands are in the store accordingly with all the merch that goes to the respective lands.
Mhm.
And one store downtown, Disney Springs, where you can do all that shopping because real Dis people, not that there are real, but the people that are really into it are like myself or you guys as well. We want park specific merchandise a lot of times.
Right.
And it's nice. It'd be nice if it was all right there in one shot. Maybe last day, hey, I seen this over there. Here it is on my way out of here. I don't have to jump through hoops to go back and get it.
Yeah, especially if I saw something at Epcot and I didn't pull the trigger on it. But I can still go to Disney Springs and grab it. Yeah, it's kind of.
Because how many times do you not pull the trigger because you're just in the middle of your park day and you're like, well, I don't really toting this bag
Yeah,
around.
and then
I
I'll
don't
get it
wanna carry it
later,
all
and
day.
then you forget the store closes. Yeah, but that would be nice. I can still go to Disney Springs and just grab it.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about my Splash Mountain pop vinyls that I had in my hand. And I was like, I'm just gonna come back and grab this before the park closes tonight, and never did. And now it's like $150 online.
Yeah,
it's annoying. Not that I wanted to poach the money. I just wish that it was up in my display. So things like that.
not that I'm
something with
super afraid of it, but we've been talking a couple times on the news shows and stuff about how people are buying all kinds of merchandise and reselling it and jacking up the prices. And I don't really see that as like a danger with Vera Bradley because I can't see people like getting personal shoppers to go to the local Vera Bradley in the Springs to do that. But I mean, it is an option that now someone's going to capitalize on it. They'll be flipping it, making a profit. I mean, that's kind of
there's that too.
all over too. But Disney's not even getting that money. You think Disney would capitalize on that,
Yeah. But to me, like the Haunted Mansion, for example, which is like heavily sought out merch, for myself. There's just not enough stuff. I go into the store and they have a nice store, but there's never enough in there.
Yeah,
for me.
there's never.
Always
Yeah.
something missing like that. I'm like, I want something, but it's just nothing here has hit me. Like what I don't know what it is I'm looking for, but you haven't found it yet. You haven't made it yet, or whatever. That kind of thing.
What they should make are like ceramic busts for your garden of the guys at the end.
Yes.
They don't sell those.
They should make the versions of us as well.
Yes.
That'd be
Look
awesome.
how cute we are.
I know. Oh, did you see? I redid the on the Rich Collins interview. I finally put the new. I don't know if you're on the computer right now, check out the thumbnail. I used our bus and I took Sarah out and I redid it. Not you, obviously, the other side.
Yeah.
And put the Disney attractions in the background and stuff. But anyhow, getting sidetracked. Yeah, so I wish there was more than that. There is that one store. I couldn't tell you the name of it for the life of me, but it has the ride vehicle from one of the it has a teacup ride vehicle in it.
It's
You know what I'm talking about?
I know, yeah, it's I know the
That
name
has
of it.
cool.
I can't think of the name of it.
While
Where is
Johnny
it?
looks it up, that has cool
I know
stuff.
exactly where Disney style. That's
Yeah,
what it
that
is.
has cool stuff in it, but never enough cool stuff. Just like once in a while, you go in there, and you find that like my mother likes teacups. I found a little hat that had Minnie and Mickey in a teacup, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like you don't see that every day. And my mother's got like this weird relationship with the teacup. She loves them, so
Yeah.
like I gave her, I bought that hat for her. But yeah, I like those little unique things like that. That I think where I'm going with this too is that they used to have more of that in the old downtown Disney, and they had Disney Quest.
Mhm.
Disney Quest is underrated. They never refurbed it and kept up to date. But there was a time I thought Disney Quest was really, really neat. I mean, they had simulators and things based on the attractions. There was like a pirate ride, a Jungle Cruise ride. They had that kind of cool. It aged after time, but that kind of cool like Buzz Lightyear. Is it Buzz
Yeah.
Lightyear with the
Yeah, it was like
the
a
cannon?
little
Yeah.
cannons. Yeah.
Yeah. And the idea, I think I know I just is a businessman who was trying to make money, but his ideas were like appealing. So like, you're trying to make money with appealing ideas. So I can get down with that. Because it's a give take. And Disney like if we had a local Disney Quest, that'd be awesome.
Didn't they
And
have like build your own roller coasters too in there?
Yeah, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And how cool would that be if we had that option?
Yep.
But it never took off. Whatever. But I don't know. The NBA, but then they bring in third party things like the NBA experience, and it just feels. Oh
Well, that didn't last either.
no, I could
No.
see that's one I could have sat in a board meeting and told them that was not going to last. And then I didn't. Was it just me? Actually, I think Johnny had said that he thought the same thing when we talked about this before. I thought it was like a restaurant. I didn't know like what it became. I didn't think that's what it was going to be when I saw concept art and stuff. I thought it was going to be like bar food, high top tables, tons of like NBA TVs to watch NBA games on.
Yeah, because that restaurant that is there doesn't even have anything to do with the NBA. That CityWorks restaurant. They say,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm supposedly it's good, but it's like, I don't know. It's just very.
It
I don't know,
didn't make sense to me.
The few videos I even saw of the inside, it's like it didn't even like have an appeal. Like, why do I want to go in there and use a slingshot to shoot basketballs at a hoop, 30 feet away? Like,
Yeah,
some of the stuff just didn't. I don't know.
yeah, it's
Just-
weird.
It was just. I mean, I mean, not that I watch the NBA like I used to, but I mean, I like the NBA. I like basketball. It's just like I know. We were there the day it opened. The day we left I think we were there with my parents. We were there the day it opened. I'd like, no appeal to even go just to see the opening ceremony. It's just.
Well, the NBA is not a great product in America anymore. Like it's still a product, but it's not like it used to be. Popularity wise, I loved the NBA.
Didn't they
For
host all the
years.
NBA teams at the World of Sports and they put them up on Disney property?
Yeah, on the bubble. Well, see, so ESPN has like the exclusive contract with the NBA, so I think that's why that got built as well. Is like they were just trying to push that product.
There was so much merchandise, Shop Disney on the park, like in the parks, on the website, and anywhere. In the outlets and there was so much NBA merchandise that they just couldn't move.
Yeah,
And
They
it
should've-
wasn't like cheesy stuff. It was like a couple stuffed animals. It was shirts with the logos, like nice, like embroidered polo shirts. No one was buying them.
Nope. It's also like I don't know, like I don't know when you're on your trip trip to Disney, if you're there to do the NBA experience, honestly, I know some people are big fans of it. Some people aren't. Oh well, most people, a lot of people are. If you're gonna do an experience, put the NFL in there. I mean, it's the most popular sport in America. Let's face the facts.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get way more traffic in there than the NBA. But I don't think they have the licensing for that. So it makes you wonder now what they're gonna put in there because that's a big space.
An amazing ultimate spirit Halloween.
Or the Walt Disney Museum thing that we had talked about one time. On an
That'd be
episode,
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they don't have that yet. I mean, they have the Walt Man's Dream, but
Well, don't they have
Man's
something
Dream
in
is not really
his
great.
hometown?
They do.
Something up by Marceline? Yeah.
I just feel like, there's something missing in regards to Walt on Walt Disney World property. Like I don't know, it's like not enough there or something. I don't know. But they'll put something there. They could probably put multiple things there. Really, it's huge. I hope they don't put like an indoor outlet.
Ugh.
I could see that, Just makes me like, it reminds me of like outlets are just, I like outlets. Like I don't mind shopping once in a while. There's a couple cool stores like sports merchandise or a Disney store or something in there. But
Yeah.
it just reminds me of like, I can go to Foxwoods, for example, and little like outlets. It's like, it's like casino entertainment,
Yes.
if that makes sense. I don't know.
Higher end shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's a ton to talk about with this. Let's finish with what's our favorite thing that's there now? Like, what's your favorite Johnny? What's your favorite restaurant to go to when you go to Disney Springs?
T-Rex. No.
I actually don't mind.
What's up,
Landry?
Landry's?
My favorite. Oh, geez. We haven't been to a ton of restaurants.
See, and that's the thing I find a lot of people saying too.
I mean, geez, now you got me saying Boy George. Wine Bar George. I mean, Wine Bar George was good. I'm trying to think, where else have we eaten there?
Have you had the Rainforest Cafe there, or is it always
We've
the one
eaten the
outside?
Rainforest Cafe. Yeah, we've eaten at T-Rex. We've eaten it.
Did you not like T-Rex? Is that why you made the joke, or you just said it to say it?
No, it was fine. I'm just
Yeah.
because people. I mean, I don't think a lot of people go there to go to T-Rex.
Is it me, or is the food better than you would think, though? Like, I'm not saying it's out of this world, but I don't know.
No, I didn't think it
better
was
than I thought it
bad.
would be.
Yeah.
Even people make fun of Planet Hollywood, but since
Yeah.
they like refurb Planet Hollywood, we went after the refurb, and it wasn't bad.
I never hated it. I never hated it. It was always kind of fun. It was like fun drinks and burgers. I mean,
I
it's
like-
whatever.
I mean, I like Chicken Guy. I'll say Chicken Guy.
I was just gonna say
We've
that.
gone to Chicken Guy every time we've gone. I think. Geez, it's been. I don't know. It's just quick, easy. It's not overpriced, and it's good. Chicken fingers, whether you get them
It's finger licking good.
grilled
That's
chicken
the
or
other
like the
chicken
breaded
place.
chicken. It was good. I mean, and there's a ton of places I should, I mean, I want to go to I'd like to go to the Boathouse. I'd like to go to,
Everything's fine.
what's the other one? God. And like, I want to go to like Morimoto. I've, in all these, I've never,
You like the food trucks too.
Oh, I heard Morimoto's good, but I haven't been there yet.
the food trucks are good. And the,
Walking Tacos is your favorite.
that one, that one's good.
Yeah, that one is
Three
good.
River, Four Rivers, Cantina, whatever it is. That one is, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I don't know, more of a quick service person.
Yeah, me too. Especially down there. Sarah, where are you at with this? Considering you
So
and Johnny dined basically at the same places.
Yeah,
So
jeez.
I mean, my ultimate favorite ever is the Daily Poutine. Because once I started, I just
couldn't stop.
can't stop, won't stop. I got the shirt from Food and Wine Festival this year from the Canada booth. It has they had a couple different poutine shirts, and I was like, yes. But they have like the traditional. They have all kinds of. You stop it right now. They have all kinds of other ones that are in there that are amazing. They rotate them through. They're so good. Plus, they have the really cool. I put up on the Quick Disc Cook Instagram the other day. I had a hankering for it, and the Arundel Aqua Punch. You are fresh. And so they have this cool like swirly glittery in it, so that's cool too. I've been to the Cooks of Dublin with my parents, because maiden name was Cook. That was really good.
It's good, yeah.
It's like American Irish food. We thought we were getting reservations at Raglan Road, to be very honest, and we got the wrong reservations, but that's fine. I think we did the Earl of Sandwich at one point. I feel like a lot of those older, more original restaurants, we were able to go and eat and enjoy on our kind of day there. But as of lately, so I think I did the House of Blues when I was down there once too. We had gone to see La Nuba at Cirque du Soleil, and it was kind of right next door. So we've done Rainforest Cafe there. I know they have a whole ton of new ones that we've just never tried.
Yeah,
What was the one that was it? Gloria Estefan had one.
Yeah,
restaurant
she
down
did.
there?
That's gone now, though,
it was
right?
Bongos.
I said Bongos, right?
She has
or
that
like
rest-
Cuban food.
She has that restaurant at Margaritaville now that we saw. I don't know what it was called, but it was her. That's they moved over. They're building. It's not even on the map, but they're building that restaurant.
What's
Even
the
that
other one?
that Haleo is supposed to be. I mean, it's expensive, but they say that's really good. That is that Jose Andres has that his restaurant. I don't know.
STK is really good too. I heard.
Everyone
Maria
rants and
Enzo's.
raves about what Maria and Enzo's, I think.
Yeah,
it's
Maria
called.
Enzo's, yeah. We'll just have to go back more and more and visit.
I personally, on the the whole with Johnny on the quick service thing, I am a deluxe burger kind of guy. Have you guys been there?
No.
Okay, so just really good burgers, basically good French fries, and you can get like beer infused milkshakes, which are
Well,
delicious.
Sign me up.
Sound weird, but are, I promise you, delicious. I had some kind of porter last time. I can't remember what it was. I wish I could. I'd tell you more if I could. It was a vanilla porter. Vanilla porter chocolate milkshake. It was really good. And you don't spend, it's more money than it would be if it was out in the real world, but you don't break the bank kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's not outlandish.
And the other, I think, Cooks of Dublin and T-Rex are the only other places I think I've ever eaten there. So all the food's always been good. Oh,
Yeah.
and Planet Hollywood.
Yep.
And what was that Portobello? It used to be Portobello, right? The Italian place right next to it. like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I ate there once too, and that was good.
Is that the Trattor? Nope.
It's it's still Italian, I believe. It's just not Portobello.
It's where is it?
A lot of good Italian restaurants in on Disney
Is it-
property.
Terralina? Is that what it is?
It's something along those lines. Yes.
Where's the? So yeah, it's Terralina, I believe. I assume, yeah.
Melina, Karen Filippelli.
It's a Karen Philip. Sorry. Squirrel.
All right.
I saw another one we went.
Oh, Johnny's got more. Does
The
Goofy,
only
does
other
the
one
Goofy
was-
snack place count?
The polite pig. Just I've never eaten there, but
Oh, it always smells so
walking by
amazing.
it kind of just
Oh.
makes you want to just turn right in.
We go to Uniqlo's a lot to
Excuse
get
me?
souvenirs, and it smells so good
Yeah.
Polite pig. It's very polite.
and very piggy.
I heard he's rude.
No.
I heard I heard that's good too, but I never ventured in there because most of the time I'm Disneyed out for that week, and I'm just like hanging there for a couple hours, and I'm going home.
Yeah.
And the last time I went there, I brought my luggage because I read online that you could check your luggage down at the guest relations, which you used to be able to do, but they changed it.
Is that not true?
Well, they changed it.
Oh,
And
So you
so
have
then
to
I
walk
was
around with your luggage.
well, then I was stuck with my luggage, but then I remembered, oh wait, I stood at Saratoga Springs last time, and it's just a stone's throw away. So I walked over there and checked my luggage into their bell services, pretending like I was staying there, and then went back to the Springs for the next 6 hours and got my stuff after. And I have to say that was a great move because carrying my luggage around there would have been absolutely horrible. Not a good time. But
I
anyway,
feel like now we need to add this into our January trip,
what's that?
like a dinner at Polite Pig.
Oh yeah.
I can't eat. You can go. I gotta sleep. I gotta wake up in the morning.
Oh,
See, that's a very rude Johnny at the polite pig. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not right.
that's
See,
right.
that's-
Tim and I'll hang out and have dinner together.
That's a lot of
Sorry.
a lot of protein. I need to carbo load before, so I'll have to go. Maybe
You
I'll go to.
Between the 5K and the 10K, you can
Fettuccine.
slide that. You can slide a dinner in at the polite pig. Oh, Sarah won't be there yet though.
I'll go. I'm gonna go. I'll go over and get the Dole Whip nachos. You know,
Don't you
those-
dare. Not
those
without
waffle
me.
cones are carbo loaded.
Oh,
Well, look,
that's right. The Dole Whip nachos are amazing.
before we get out of here, I'll share a fun fact that I learned, and maybe you guys already knew. I don't know. I didn't know it, but I follow Jacob the Carpetbagger on YouTube as well. If you've never seen him, check him out. He does Disney stuff, but not a lot. He's just all over the country. What I like about him is he does like mom and pop places. Like he was at Canopy Lake recently, and he like checks out the dark rides and blah blah blah, and does a good job. Long story short, though, he had shown that some small carnivals actually sell Dole Whips, licensed Dole Whips. So they're
Matter of
not
fact, so
exclusive to Disney.
today we happened to go and check out the progress in the Hocus Pocus 2 set, which I can add those pictures to our Facebook page. And if we overheard people talking about how there's this little ice cream shop down the street and his grandkids always go. So like, let's get ice cream because why not?
Oh,
We're here.
that's where you went.
And guess what they had? Dole Whip. I didn't get it because I saw it after I'd ordered, but that's next time.
So they have Dole Whip, huh? Is it officially licensed Dole Whip, or are they just trying to sling out their own version?
I don't know.
Gonna have
I
to
didn't
get
see a little trademark
get to the
icon
bottom of
next to
that.
it. Yeah, bowl after bowl after
I have
bowl.
to check the progress of Hocus Pocus quicker than last time, I guess.
It is moving along, considering we were there 2 weeks ago, and there's a lot more.
I saw
out.
the pictures. And for those listening, I was supposed to go and I lamed out. So yeah, you can get mad at me. But it was worth it because the Patriots played so well today. I'm glad I still
Yeah.
watched the game.
Good thing you stayed home to watch that.
But
Yeah.
in my defense, two things. One, Sarah had mentioned DVR. I can't watch football. If I don't watch it, I'm just going to check the score. I can't.
Why? You
Backtrack.
can fast forward through the
I just can't, I
commercials.
can't do it. And two, for almost 17 years, I worked at a place where I did not have football on
Yeah, right,
Sundays.
that's right.
So it's like a very big privilege right now, in my defense. And I apologize. Hopefully, when you go next time, we can go not on a Sunday, perhaps.
Or we can go and it'll be a
Well-
later game.
To go
Yeah.
before 1:00.
Nay, next Sunday they play at 8:00
There we go.
against Tampa.
Oh,
And I'm sure that game's going to be over by the time halftime hits. Fun.
that'll be a good fantasy week for me with Tom Brady. Good.
Oh, boy. No, this one wasn't. Well, no, it still wasn't bad.
Oh, I got Tom Brady on my side. I mean, I still
No,
got
I
good
know.
points. I got good
Yeah, he
points
still
today
got
for
good
him.
points, yeah. Even though he looked not great against that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rams are the best team in the NFL. I'm saying it right now. My personal opinion.
On a completely unrelated, but yet a little bit related side note, have you seen? I don't know the name of the player off the top of my head, but I saw it today. He's on the Steelers. He has a Mike Wazowski and a Sully. He has gloves and cleats. And all I could think of was scary feet, scary feet, scary feet. One is green and it has the Mike Wazowski eye on the tongue of the shoe. I have a screenshot I took on my phone, but that's over there at the moment. And the other one is like that light blue with the purple. It makes me so happy. Let me grab it super quick. Oh, God.
That's not super quick.
Hey, be quiet, you.
I thought this was gonna be quick.
I'm old. What do you want? Gosh. So here's, whoops. Here's his gloves.
It's taking a long time.
Oh no, it's green because of my green screen. Oh no. I mean, it's see-through.
It's taken a long time. Yeah,
It's see-through because of the green screen I have up in the back. And then his cleats.
okay.
Oh no,
can't
it's
see anything.
green.
Shut your green screen off.
Oh no, you'll see the horrible green that my kitchen wall is.
It's taking even
All
longer.
right, fine.
Trying to see
All
it.
right. All right.
Uh-huh.
See the little Mike Wazowski eyeball at the top?
Yeah. Adorable. Just adorable.
And then, ooh, safety notification is a coyote. And then his gloves. I don't know who number 19 is. But that's
number. I want to say
saying, y'all.
I hate the Steelers. I want to say that number 19 is.
We're gonna put my boys back on.
Yeah, I thought so. Number 19 is Juju Smith-Schuster. I thought so. He's one of the better receivers, if not their best receiver.
Scary feet, scary feet, scary feet.
Very fresh. All right, we're getting out of here. So when you guys listen to this, I just want you to know that I am not running this through the editor at all. So what you hear is what you get. Let us know if it's good or bad or so-so or whatever. And we will see you hopefully next week. We will see you literally live. And then you can just like chime in and tell me how annoying I am and all that good stuff. No, seriously, be nice. Anyway. All right, we're out of here. Go Patriots. We'll see you next week.